What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video where today we're going to continue talking about wide receivers. This time it's going to be Josh Downs and taking a look back at what he did in his historic rookie season, right? Historic in Colts terms, not NFL terms, but in terms of NFL rookies, Colts rookies in their history had the best season in terms of receptions and yards, if I'm not mistaken. So as we look back at some of his tape, so that tomorrow we can project what he's going to do in the future. We have quite a bit here, quite a few things that I went through and found from Josh Downs. And I start here in week one, where he had a 22-yard catch against the Jaguars in week one. It was on the first drive in the second quarter. And I thought this was really good in week one of the NFL season of his rookie year to run a route like this, and the way that he stresses the corner at the top of the route and breaks into the open space. By the time he gets to the catch point, he's basically wide open. So, a great job again. 22-yard play here in week one for the rookie. I thought, when I saw this live, it was a really good sign. Like, you had heard so many good things about Josh Downs. We had looked at what he did in the preseason and went in depth on some of that tape. And then to come out in week one and play the way he did and do what he could do, I thought it was really good. I believe the year started on the first play. I believe it was Anthony Richardson to Josh Downs, getting their feet wet real quick, getting both of them into it. And then a little later in that game, again, in the second quarter, the first drive the Colts had, 22-yard catch, really impressive play by Josh Downs. And then you go into week four, where he had a 30-yard catch. It was his second quarter, second drive for the Colts. And he didn't do anything special with his route as he was running his route. Seemed to not really do anything crazy. He just kept enough distance between him and the defender, and made an incredible catch on the play. And that's another thing for Josh Downs, being the size that he is, his ability to go up and get the ball and his aggressiveness towards the ball is something that's really impressive. And you saw that again in week five with one of his most notable plays, maybe his most notable play of the season, coming against the Titans, a 38-yard catch, which was a really good play by both AR and Josh Downs. But it was the first drive of the second quarter here. And he, appears to run his route a bit lackadaisical. If you're watching Josh Downs run the route here, he seems to run it a bit lackadaisical, but he's still moving, right? He's a fast guy, but he just happens to he finds the open space. AR finds his guy. They were on the same page, and at the end of the day, Josh Downs comes up with a huge play again, makes a really good catch. Right in between two guys, he's kind of outrunning both of them to the spot. But by the time the ball gets there, he's getting hit right when he gets the ball. So Josh Downs, again, he 5'9", like 180, 200 pounds, something in that range, like not the biggest guy. So being able to take contact while getting the ball and holding on to the ball, very impressive. Something that I heard about coming in to his rookie year, heard people, that were North Carolina fans or college football fans that had watched Josh Downs play college football, said that it was something he could do, but I needed to see if he could do it in the NFL. He does have the ability to do it. So going forward, it's nice for him to be able to have that ability. We can look forward to him having that downfield work because he can make those plays. But then as we move on, week 6 against the Jaguars, of course, the Colts in Jacksonville, we ended up losing that game, but he did score his first touchdown. It was in the fourth quarter, the first drive of that fourth quarter, and in a spot where the game wasn't completely out of hand. Right, if the Colts continue to put up points, hey, maybe we can make something happen here. So he ends up getting his first touchdown in his rookie season, and on the route, I thought it was a great stutter step, right? He comes out, he's not immediately going into his route. He's patient with it and plays it exactly how he needs to, hits his guy with the stutter step inside, and then a very quick, like elite hip flip to get outside and to break outside, and ends up wide open. Defender can't stay with him at all. So great job being a rookie. This is still the first half of his rookie season, and be able to run a route that well. Reggie Wayne had a hand in that, being able to teach him that. Reggie was great at running that kind of route. And then in week 7, course, the 59-yard touchdown against the Browns, where everybody, or at least on the Browns side, they thought the play was going to be whistled dead. Ends up, of course, the flag gets thrown for offside, but Josh Downs takes advantage, stays aware, and ends up wide open for the touchdown and takes it in, outruns the defense, and the awareness that Josh Downs has on the football field is something that's prevalent as we continue to talk about these last few plays. His awareness is one thing that, as the year went on, got better and better and better, and that's what's going to help him be great as we get into year two with Josh Downs. But in week 10 of 2023, he had a 28-yard catch. It was in the fourth quarter, second drive, and he does a great job of just staying available, right? This is the game in Germany against the Patriots, just staying available. His route took him inside, but his awareness to see Gardner was rolling out and to see where the open space was going to be, he goes outside and then breaks upfield. Gardner with the throw, and then, of course, the incredible catch, diving catch, another incredible catch by Josh Downs. Then you go into week 17, has a 50-yard catch on the first drive of the game. Okay, this is against the Raiders. Colts end up winning this game. The Colts needed to win this game to have a chance in week 18 to be able to make the playoffs. So in week 17 against the Raiders, starting the game like this with the 50-yard catch, and it again goes to the awareness by Josh Downs, right? He sees his quarterback is starting to scramble out, and Josh Downs decides, okay, I'm going to cut this back, and he gets towards the sideline, ends up getting 50 yards on the first drive of the game, where the Colts go on to score. So what Josh Downs is able to do, his awareness on every single play, and not only his awareness of when the quarterback's breaking away, but the awareness of where the defense is. He can read it so quickly and be able to get away from it, which tells me that he knows pre-snap. He's aware pre-snap what these guys are trying to do, and how their defense is going to be aligned, so that when he does need to do, the scramble drill and stay with his quarterback, he knows exactly where he's going. He's shown that in the last two plays. And then when you look at the last play here that I want to show, week 18 against the Texans, 28 yards. And this one was, on the very last drive of the game for the Colts, and where the Colts are trying to drive down and score. Obviously, ends with, the 4th and 1. Tyler Goodson doesn't catch the ball, but the score was 21-19 when this drive started. And Josh Downs, what he was able to do, like you see on this play where he catches it, it's an easy, easy throw catch, nothing crazy, just gets it out. And then Josh Downs, to be able to turn the corner and make that guy miss. Not a whole lot of people in the NFL can do that, right? You think about just the guys on the Colts. How many players on the Colts are getting the ball and can make that guy miss right there? So it's not a lot. You think throughout the league, that's a rare talent to be able to do that. He makes that guy miss, cuts it up, makes another guy miss, and then as he's going forward, again, this guy 5'9", okay? This is a small guy in the NFL, and he finishes the play by going in between two guys, knows he's going to get hit, gets hit by both guys just to go pick up the extra yards. Okay, Josh Downs is an absolute dog. Josh Downs is exactly what we need playing in that slot. He can run great routes. He can do the stuff in the short to intermediate, but when you need to get him going downfield, he can do that. But we don't need him to always go downfield. We can have him be a possession guy. We can have him, be just that valuable slot guy, kind of a gadget guy in this offense. And I think he's going to be a very valuable part of this offense. A lot of high expectations for Josh Downs. Obviously, I am a fan of Josh Downs. Like having him on the team. A.D. Mitchell going to bring a special element to the team. Still have Alec Pierce's depth and Michael Pittman Jr. So the receivers look really good on this team all of a sudden. And again, Josh Downs, excited about him. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on, Josh Downs, what he did in 2023, your expectations for 2024. We're going to be talking about expectations tomorrow and predicting what Josh Downs will do this season. We'll talk about all that in a video tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you continue to get notified anytime these videos do come out. Of course, appreciate you stopping by for another video. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.